Hello guys! In this lesson I will teach you the most popular English idioms about love. You will definitely hear these idioms in daily life conversations, so it would be great for you to memorize them right away. Besides, St. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. As you all know, it's on the February 14th. So, you can use these idioms to write a wonderful love card or a love letter for your beloved people. Well, before we start, I just wanna send you my best, warmest greetings on the occasion of the approaching holiday. Happy Valentine's Day, guys! And let us learn some new vocabulary. Here is the list of all idioms we are gonna learn today. Listen to them. Love of life. Love of life. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. Love is blind. Love is blind. Head over heels in love. Head over heels in love. Opposites attract. Opposites attract. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. To find Mr. or Mrs. Right. To have a crush on somebody. To have a crush on somebody. Let me now explain the meaning of these idioms. Idiom number 1 for today is love of life. This is the person who is loved most by someone in all their life. Like, for example, your father has been married to your mother for all his life. He loves her very much. In this case, you can say, my mother is the love of my father's life. Repeat after me. Love of my life. Love of my life. Love of my life. And here's the example of using this idiom from a very famous TV series.
Love of my life. Love of my life. Love of my life.
Look please at this example. Listen and repeat after me. Love of life. Love of life. She was the love of his life, and he could not bear the thought of being away from her. She was the love of his life, and he could not bear the thought of being away from her. Let's move on. And the second idiom for today is love at first sight. To experience love at first sight is to fall in love with a person the very first time you see them. Listen and repeat. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. These man and woman have just met, looked at each other, and fell in love immediately.
It was love at first sight. It was love at first sight. It was love at first sight.
Example. Listen and repeat after me. Love at first sight. Love at first sight. Tom met Mary at a party, and it was love at first sight. Tom met Mary at a party, and it was love at first sight. Idiom number 3 is love is blind, which means if you love someone, it does not matter at all what they look like or what their faults are. Listen and repeat. Love is blind. Love is blind. Love is blind.
Love is blind. Love is blind. Love is blind.
Example. Listen and repeat. Love is blind. Love is blind. I really don't understand why Jane likes Mike so much. He's very selfish and doesn't even treat her well. Well, love is blind. I really don't understand why Jane likes Mike so much. He's very selfish and doesn't even treat her well. Well, love is blind. And our next idiom for today is head over heels in love. To be head over heels in love means to be very much in love with someone. Listen and repeat. Head over heels in love. Head over heels in love. Head over heels in love.
I'm head over heels in love. I'm head over heels in love. I'm head over heels in love.
Example. Listen and repeat. Head over heels in love. Head over heels in love. Bob and Kate are head over heels in love with each other and are going to get married next month. Bob and Kate are head over heels in love with each other and are going to get married next month. Idiom number 5 is opposites attract, which means people who are very different from each other are often attracted to each other. Listen and repeat. Opposites attract. Opposites attract. Opposites attract.
Opposites attract. Opposites attract. Opposites attract.
Example. Listen and repeat. Opposites attract. Opposites attract. My parents are completely different people with absolutely different tastes. But they have been together for more than 20 years already. Opposites attract. My parents are completely different people with absolutely different tastes, but they have been together for more than 20 years already. Opposites attract. And our next idiom is to find Mr. or Mrs. Right. It means to find the ideal person that you want to marry. Listen and repeat. To find Mr. or Mrs. Right. To find Mr. Right. To find Mrs. Right.
It's time to find Mr. Right. It's time to find Mr. Right. It's time to find Mr. Right.
Example. Listen and repeat. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. I think I am in love with Sam. He is Mr. Right for me. I think I'm in love with Sam. He is Mr. Right for me. And the last idiom for today. To have a crush on somebody. And that means to have strong feelings of love for someone. Listen and repeat. To have a crush on somebody. To have a crush on somebody. To have a crush on somebody.
I have a crush on this girl. I have a crush on this girl. I have a crush on this girl.
Example. Listen and repeat. To have a crush on somebody. To have a crush on somebody. Ben is the athletics champion of our college, and many girls have a crush on him. Ben is the athletics champion of our college, and many girls have a crush on him. So here it is, the list of our idioms for today. Listen and repeat them after me. 1. Love of life. 2. Love at first sight. 3. Love is blind. 4. Head over heels in love. 5. Opposites attract. 6. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. 7. To have a crush on somebody. Now, I've prepared a number of exercises for you to memorize these idioms quicker and easily. And the first exercise. Look at the phrases and choose the correct word. Number 1. Love at first sight, of course. Number 2. To find Mr. or Mrs. Right. Number 3. Love is blind. Number 4. Head over heels in love. Number 5. To have a crush on somebody. Number 6. Love of my life. And number 7. Opposites attract. Next exercise. You need here to match the two halves to complete the idioms. Be very attentive as every single word counts. Stop the video to do this exercise. And here's the key. Let's check together. 1. Love of my life. 2. Opposites attract. 3. Head over heels in love. 4. Love is blind. 5. To have a crush on somebody. 6. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. 7. Love at first sight. And the last exercise. Look at the pictures and give the correct idiom. 1. To have a crush on somebody. 2. Opposites attract. 3. Love is blind. 4. To find Mr. Mrs. Right. 5. Love of my life. 6. Love at first sight. 7. Head over heels in love. 'You will find the translation of these idioms in the comments below. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I hope you've liked it and now you can use these idioms properly in your own speech. Just don't forget to review the lesson from time to time. And as additional exercise, you can do homework, which is to make your own sentences with idioms you've learned today. Don't forget to share this lesson with those who learn English. It'll help them for sure. And I'm saying goodbye. Wish you all the best, guys. Take care. And we'll see each other in my other lessons. Bye.